Hello, everybody, and welcome to the night shift. I am pretty sure I'm here by myself, and that's okay. That's the way it's going to be. I am still in the process of getting my video editing taken care of, so there's still lots of content that hasn't been up there. But today, I kind of needed an outlet. It's been a rough one. I've got a lot of freaking tickets to take care of. My queue is ridiculous. Okay. Not even going to get into the reasons why. But welcome and hello. My name is Shayla. I am a MSP CIO, Southern Bakersfield, or Southern California, and I'm out of my mind. It has been a rough day, and I am just looking forward to the outlet. I am here just a little bit early because I do need to leave just a little bit early. But again, today, first part of our session, we're going to, well, the only part of our session, we're just going to do the freaking night shift. I'm going to be working my night shift, and I've got you guys here for company. So welcome. If you've come to join me, if you have any IT questions, please let me know. I run a Kaseya shop, a Datto shop, a Microsoft shop. I do manage some Macintosh machines. So I might be able to answer a question or two about that. But either way, I'm just here to hang and get some stuff done. My ticket queue is absolutely insane. I'm hoping I got my audio levels like I want them. I did test them substantially before I got started with the stream. So hopefully we're good tonight. All right, so let's get started. Man, my queue is deep. I think I'm going to start at the bottom. Alright. Some of these tickets are super rude. Alright, so got it. Alright, so I'm fixing to hop onto Office 365, which, oh my gosh, today. And I should have blasted this on all of my platforms that I have MSP Backline on. I was just really overwhelmed today with side projects and the workload that I didn't broadcast anything about the ridiculous outage that happened today with Office 365 email. I got people emailing me, telling me their printers don't work. All the devices that email for them, oh, it doesn't work, and the issue is the email. It's a pretty tough day. Duo everywhere. Alright. Let's go. So what I'm fixing to do is I'm going to hop onto a user's account in Active Directory. Their Active Directory syncs with Office 365. They've recently had a phone number update, and I'm just going to make sure that their user account from whence the attribute of the mobile phone is gathered displays the correct mobile number. Just hoping maybe I can get some freaking tickets done tonight. Maybe I'll run my mouth so much I get the tickets done. Alright, I updated this phone number. I'm gonna hop onto the server. I'll force a sync. let me get this going here. I want to share a particular window so that way I can show some stuff even though notepad. All right. All right. All right, so this is Notepad. So basically what I'm fixing to do right now is I'm fixing to run a sync on an AD server. AD to Office 365. The way that you do that is by issuing this command. Are we not showing my window? There we go. There we go. Let's get it up in here. All right. And I'm going to double check and make sure that I'm right, because usually when I'm typing this in, I just do this. Start AD sync SY. That's as much as I type ever. And then I press tab, and then I hit dash, and then I press tab, and then type in delta. So anyway, that's what I'm about to do on this server to sync the information that I just changed in Active Directory up to a cloud. I'm using Datto RMM to connect to this server. And then using the RDP access from Datto RMM to connect to the server. And of course, because all of my servers are protected with Duo, I am using Duo to get in. Starts shady sync SY dash tab. So I'm gonna kick that off. That should change what we need in to sync up. It's gonna push the attribute that we've set for the mobile phone up. There we go. All right, close this. Active Directory. Has been updated to reflect the new phone number. Excellent. Like I know I probably don't have anybody with me here, but let me just say that this was kind of a release. I was waiting to click the stream button just to be out here on these internets. All right, let's go to the next. Oh my gosh. I had a user that, and I think I mentioned this in another, stream, that had a user that was in need of WorldShip. And I have not been able to get that. I haven't been able to get it on. Just keep erroring out. So I'm going to double check her system right now. Ooh, it looks like she might be... Nope, it's locked. All right. I'm going to kill that notepad like that pretty background. I'm going to get one in that just kind of... that just looks like a scrolling server room. Is what I'm planning on getting the background. This is pretty static. I want there to be a little bit of motion when I'm not doing anything. I need to figure something out for when I'm not doing anything. Okay, let's check this user out. I'm going to find this user in Datto RMN. I'm going to search for her by her username. I can search for her by her username. I can search for her by her computer name. I can search for her by all kinds of different attributes. Looks like this system does need a reboot, though. But while I'm here on this system, I'm going to go to software, take a look at the installed software. UPSDB is still there. Let's see here. Alright, let me hop onto her machine. Because I have Datto RMM and IT Glue integrated and activated, I have the... well, this actually doesn't have anything to do with the web integration, with the web extension. This has to do with the integration. To ensure that while I'm remoted into the system, I can pull up saved credentials for a user if I have them handy. I think I might have her credentials, and then I can just inject them into the session. I like this because it gives me the freedom of not knowing their password, but having their password. I don't need to know it. I just need to inject it. I don't need to see it. I just need to inject it. And that works for me. That makes me feel good. All right, so let's see what we got in our installed apps. So for her, again, still, we do not see... just see the DB. Yeah, that sounds about right. A few days after my birthday is when I tried to install this. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this by itself here. Just gonna uninstall the entirety that DB. All right, fantastic. It is gone. All right, so I'm gonna check. I think the failure ultimately ended up being as a result of these remnants that were left. So although you cannot see it, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to use this same tool to launch control, to launch command prompt. I'm going to open up services here. And I'm going to take a look for USPS. Any USPS services, I'm not saying that. GT support, warp. This is, I'm not sure what the warp GIT services. Look this up. Google Foo, warp GIT, service legitimate, Windows Advanced Rasterization Platform. DirectX compiles graphics code just in time for better performance. Okay. So I'm looking for USPS. I'm looking for any world ship. for any SQL or Sybase. There it is right there. I need to uninstall that. I need to do a refresh here. I don't understand why the SQL stuff is still here. SQL. It's still 2019. Man, all of these should have recently been updated. Let's see. So it looks like I still have. To remove this orphan instance, I'm gonna do a pull my all right, I'm gonna run this right here to pull up the service. Let me run this out of the system context. When you run command prompt from the web remote, oh, you know what? I am trying to run these in command prompt, and tell me why they're not working. Tell me why. Somebody. Can't find any service with that. It's interesting. I literally just got this. I just pulled this service name from the service. So the fact that it can't find a service named what I pulled from services is disconcerting. Get service. Is that the display name? Yep, that was the name. Still saying can't find a service with a name. That's because it is misreading. It's not even looking for the full service name. It's just stopping it at the $sign, which is interpreted as a string, but really shouldn't. In this context, I'm putting it in full quotes. Maybe my interesting. I'm gonna remove it the proper way. I'm gonna go ahead and it's already stopped. Do another full refresh. It is. I'm gonna go to 2019 setup. Server 2019 to definitely be. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. All right. That didn't seem resistant enough. That instance is still there. Uninstall. We're going to remove SQL Server 2019 from the system. I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't know why everything is being picked up as a double click for me. I want to remove that freaking database too. There are validation errors, no valid SQL Server features to perform this action. That is the problem that I'm having. It's really frustrating. It's like it's stuck on there, and I really just, I don't know, man. I'm gonna do a deletion. See, I don't know if I can do this here. Okay, so I just use the service control commands and deleted them. Those are the two services that are getting on my nerves. So I'm going to refresh my services now. Doesn't make any sense. It's still here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, should totally be gone. SC delete. Let me do this in command prompt. SC delete. I'm not actually getting an indication that my service is being deleted successfully, but I did see. There we go. Now it's gone. Get out of my face. I'm trying to see if I see anything else. World, anything? Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and do a reboot. There's an update and restart. Looks like it's got some pending updates, so we're gonna do that. Alright. So those are the commands that I use to delete. I use the service name, not the service display name in this instance. Those will run in command prompt. Elevated, of course. Hide that. Gonna have some registry cleanup to do too when it comes back up. While I'm waiting for that to reboot. Looking at a calendar I needed to create. Monitor that reboot down here. Log on to my utility station at this site. I like to keep utility stations where I can. They're like my internal testing environment for clients, because if I've got a utility station, then I can test policies by focusing the policies just on that unit instead of deploying it to everybody, and I can see how things will work first. Just recently helped a firm with getting default apps set up, which can be a challenge. It's kind of annoying, the steps that you need to take to do it. They are annoying, but they work pretty consistently. You know, they work pretty consistently. I got feedback today. Everybody's enjoying how that worked out. Although one might be advised that existing defaults might not be changed, I've found that to not be true. When I set an XML for application defaults, it persists even for users who have already set their defaults. However, usually it's the defaults that they set are the ones that they're wanting mandated. In this instance, we needed all users defaulted to the classic Outlook. That's a grown-up ass decision right there. Classic. Outlook New is for children. It's for babies. All right, let's systems back up. I'm gonna log in as the user. And I'm persisting this mainly because I know that she's a local admin. Otherwise, I'd log in with my own administrative account. So here we are, back on. Let's pull up. I need to use my quick launch to pull up my registry on this machine. I don't want to delete the SQL Server directories because she's got SQL Server for other reasons in the machine. But I am going to look. Local machine, Microsoft, or sorry, software, Microsoft, Microsoft SQL Server, and I'm looking for not the Redist, just the SQL Server, and I'm looking for the instance name. There it is. Bye-bye. It's gotta go. Same. I'm gonna look. I don't think that's. Let me look. Double check something real quick. And these other. Okay, so I've just looked in local machine, and I'm gonna look in current control set, system, current control set, services. Then I'm gonna look for anything that resembles. Anything that resembles that. MS SQL. Go to MS SQL. What's up? Alright. MSDTS, MS blah 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 blah. MS yada 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 yada. Okay, so nothing that even looks remotely like that. Let's look at the S's. I mean, S. Anything starts with SQL, SQL. Let's go. I see nothing of the sort. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna give this a try again. I'm trying to remember with all the billion D times I did this, if I went in and removed it. It seems like that would be something that I would do. To go in and remove the gosh darn service. So, I don't know. We'll see. Let's go to her downloads. Because it's probably sitting there. Jesus Christ. This might not even be the latest version. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get something installed for the love of Pete. Alright, so let's go. What I don't want it to do, I just want it to not freaking fail during because basically it runs through the install just fine. It's failing at the SQL instance. Yes, fine. I don't mind the public location of those installation files. That's fine. That works. Initializing world ship program. World ship 225. I wish I could show you this stuff, but it's showing personal information, so I can't. Sorry. It's just the way it's going to be for right now. Add shortcuts on the desktop. Yeah, that's fine. SKU. I accept the terms. This is a single workstation. This is not a shared installation of this. Let's see if we can get this done. This is a very old ticket. I mean, I've never had this much of a problem installing UPS World Ship before. It's making me feel like I'm a baby tech, and I am not. But it's amazing sometimes how, we can lose perspective on end-user technical support when we spend so much time doing server technical support. I don't often think in the framework like as quickly as I used to. Like I'm thinking about higher level things. So something like this that gets you in the boo-boo is pretty frustrating. It's like, wait a minute. I migrate servers. Why can't I install UPS World Ship? I'm hoping that my voice will be relaxing. You can listen to me while I'm working or when I'm silent. Got the music in the background to chill things out. 23% overall, 8% SQL Express 2019. This is the place where things kind of mess up. Did I say 8% or did I say 9%? Because it says 8%. I'm hoping it didn't go backwards. Or maybe my eyes didn't read it properly. Duh. Let's see, what is the newest version of World Ship? Of course, same shit, different day. I just don't. to go for things that I'm going to finish tonight, because otherwise I'm going to throw a temper tantrum. And that's not what I want to do. Okay, so let's see. Let's see something here. I'm looking at sending encrypted emails to get. It's just for one person, though. No, I have to make some tweaks. Should work. I think I'm gonna pop onto her machine instead of having to worry about doing impersonation or making a one-time password to log in. So I'm gonna pop onto her machine. Bye. Bye. Alright. This is taking a minute. And today is a temper tantrum wannabe throwing kind of day. Like everything, not everything that can go wrong has gone wrong, because that's not the case. But it's just been a series of agitating hiccups. My queue is so fat right now. So fat. It's ridiculous. Just tried to check on a user to see if I could maybe pop on and do some work with her Adobe. Her system's not at the main office, so if I didn't coordinate with her, I don't want to go hopping onto her computer when she's at home. It just seems kind of rude. If it hadn't already been preordained, worked out and coordinated. Let's see what else we got. We're still trying to connect to this machine. I mean, it's just like this. It's like, and now I'm trying to connect, and now it's telling me that the machine's offline, even though literally was just looking at it. You know what I mean? It's just, what a freaking frustrating day today has been. Just freaking frustrating. Just frustrating beyond comprehension. I mean, it just can't be that the moment I go to log into something that they just happen to turn their computer off at that time. I just feel like the agent browser is failing in many instances. I connect to it, and I think it's then dropping off. I'm popping onto this server to ping the workstation. That will let me know for sure if I'm dealing with a agent pooping situation. I'm still sleeping wrong. Nope, you know what? The command prompt isn't even loading right. I mean, like, what is wrong with the world? Basic tools aren't working today. I'm gonna log in on the machine. My ping isn't working because my command prompt isn't loading. My remote command prompt isn't loading, so... And I'm getting that through my agent browser. Whew, today has been frustrating. Let's check that ping. Nope. Just so happens at the moment I wanted to connect to the machine, it's the moment it freaking went off. Or either that, or it was already offline, and what I saw in my RMM console was inaccurate as far as the online status, which doesn't make any sense either. It was refreshed. It was a fresh load of the site. I had nowhere near the site all day. All right, so I'm gonna pull up. Actually, you know what? Screw these tools in the agent browser. They are really sucking today. So I'm gonna use advanced IP scanner to send a freaking Wiccanland, to send a freaking magic packet. See if I can wick this bastard out. So agitated, I just can't even begin. So I've got it selected to show dead, show live, so that I should theoretically be able to see an echo of the machine. But no, of course, it's not showing me dead and alive. It doesn't remember. I'm not seeing ghost instances of or echoes of the machine as it was online. I'm not seeing that at all. Just... $227. Yep. And since it only shows up when I reveal unknown, I can't send a magic package through advanced. Yep. It's just been splendid. Do you know what happened to me when I woke up this morning? I found that my dog had chewed off one of the tips for my controller on my Switch. Come to work. Water's off. Lucky I was able to make a cup of coffee. Alright, so let's be grateful. Let's count our blessings. Microsoft. Email shits itself. All my clients rely heavily on their email. Start getting things together later in the evening. We blast out to our clients. Texting platform doesn't send out the second message, letting people know that email is starting to trickle in. Got clients stressing over that, calling me, trying to think of workarounds. I'm like, guys, should be back up now. What are you talking about? We let you know. No, we didn't. World ship. Still beating the ass of somebody that can fucking do a disaster recovery, restore, repair, whatever, entire data center, migrate mailboxes, fix Active Directory, whatever. I can do almost anything. but I can't fucking install USPS World Ship. What the poo? Go to check on the encrypted emails for this account. I mean, I don't want to close some fucking tickets. And I can't get to half the shit I need to get to. Because my platform isn't working right either. It's pretty amazing. Good thing our time's almost up because I'm not getting anything done. Not a darn thing. So, guys wondering about Inky, about these banners. You do know through the banners. So I'm trying to let them know. I would observe banners. This one indicates that this is the first time you have received mail from sender. In parenthesis, Inky is new to your environment. So it's the first time for Inky. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So you can indicate that is spam. Or let Inky observe your email link patterns. The banner does not forward with mails. When you reply, etc. I will have an informational email sent out soon. Send this to the rest of my clients. Into the system immediately. Alright. Close that. Which basically boils down to observe them, look at them, read them, see what they're asking you to do. If it says it's a first time sender and you recognize it as spam, mark it as spam. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Inky's trying to learn, is paying attention, like it says right there. Inky is learning. So, that's exactly what it's trying to do. Let's see if we've got anything else we can close for the love of God. I don't even understand. I close the ticket, I'm still at the same number. Max. I hate my life right now. Alright, let's see. Oh, living. Doing my stream. I'm just talking in general about it. Yeah. Come on over, brother. This is what anybody can see. They can't see what's going on my other stream. Say hi. Say hi. Nobody's out there.
That's cool. Are you on Twitch?
Twitch and YouTube right now.
No way.
Yeah.
That's sick. Okay, so
yeah, but they can't. Yeah, I'm basically. This is my night shift. Yeah, so basically, I'm on doing my shit that I was already gonna do, and if people join me and want to ask me questions, go for it. Otherwise, just chill and listen to the music I got playing in the background, and listen to me talk about my shit, and let's go.
You want to start adding it to our LinkedIn?
Why not? I mean, I'm just sitting here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be working regardless. So the only thing I'll show is, you know, some notes, or when I'm working on my, or if I'm working on my demo environment, then I'll show the demo environment. But I don't show my client specific shit.
No, not like their name.
Exactly,
no,
exactly.
Sick.
But it's super fun.
So cool.
Super fun. I just started it this year.
I was wondering what you were saying about your streaming, and I was like, oh,
yep.
Is this music?
That's why I got all this crap going on over here.
I love that.
Yeah. This is my business partner, Robert.
Hello, everybody. Are you using the top one or this Logitech? No, you're using.
I'm using the top one. This one is lined up so it can work, but it's too low. I don't really like the angle. So, like, if I wanted to switch to that one, where's my cams?
Is this gonna mess up your?
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? We need to get you
something back there.
Yeah, we need to get you.
I want something that look down, and I still want something going on my walls. Walls are pretty bare. But yeah. A what? A what in what?
It's called step repeat, so it's like a backdrop.
Yes, that would be, and then I wouldn't have to worry about my walls. I can then project whatever I want on the background. That would be.
Wait, what do you mean? Why don't you do that with what do you use? Black Magic?
What do you mean? Right now, there's nothing going on as far as my background is concerned. It just is what it is. You're seeing the wall that's behind us. And the main reason why is because, like, I don't want it to be like when I move, like, you know, on Teams, when you move around and you see, like, little sections.
I have a green screen.
And that's on my saving up for list.
No, I already have it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want it?
Yeah, sure, bring it up. Bring it up. But like this right here, I got my birthday money.
That's cool.
And this I already had for my cousin.
Oh my gosh, that is my favorite thing.
Yeah, it works out pretty well. So, please reach out to me in the AM. All right, so I had a ticket. That's why I was confused. So I had 67. I closed when I should have been 66, but I still had 67, which means somebody replied. Let me change the status of this to follow-up scheduled, because he and I are gonna have to chat in the morning. Because his data path for that application is incorrect. No, don't, because I don't have my keys in here. Yeah, they're in my car. I usually go out and get them. As a matter of fact, you guys hold on just a second. I'm gonna go get my keys. Good night, see ya. Alright, now that I'm alone, I gotta make sure I'm locked in here. All right. Let me see what we got going on here. I'm gonna double check Inky real quick because I emailed the client about their scanner was unable to do print to scan to email. Okay. Now because of the email outage, the scan to email would have been impacted because he wouldn't have been able to get that stuff out. They're telling me I closed the ticket saying, hey, Microsoft had an issue. Scan to email's not working. They're fixing it. I close the ticket and they say, oh, I still can't do it, which I really have to fight cynicism here. This is an issue that I can't control, and when email flow is back up, they'll be able to scan the email until such time as, if they can't, it's because the services are back up, and there isn't anything that I can do about that. However, it seems pertinent and prescient. It seems that it's something that I should do, keep this ticket open, just to monitor and keep an eye out on the end user. Now, in my frustration, I may want to close it because I don't want the ticket in my queue. There's nothing I can do about it. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm just like, okay, guys, I told you that the issue was related to a failure at the Microsoft level. That's why you can't scan to email. But maybe, just maybe, they've got something. Maybe they got something to this. Maybe there's something to this that they're saying. Wanna know why? Because I delivered that message via email, which means they're obviously getting email. They replied to me saying that they still can't do it. So that means still something is broken. So it's so easy to knee-jerk and be like, I told you, da, 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 da. Which sometimes I do on the inside or when I'm not when I'm not live on camera, you know what I mean? But it's just me emoting. It's just me letting it out. Because at the end of the day, I always have to be nice to my clients, regardless of how frustrated I am. Sometimes we have bad days. Today has been a not so great day as far as wins are concerned. The only thing I won on today was the pronunciation of somebody's last name. I won. Hands down. Mine. Sorry for snorting in the cam. She's making a fair point. She still can't scan the email, but she got this email. So what gives? What gives? Let's check it out. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at... These guys use printer logic. So I'm going to log into the printer logic console here. We need to go to admin. What are we talking about here? Let's see. Thank you. Printercloud.com/admin. Okay, there we go. Root is up. I always use root, as I was trained by them to do. Main office. Who is this user? This user is in a particular building. Sorry, I'm looking at a couple things here. Something upstairs and downstairs. I have the Konica Minota Data Administrator up, and I just want to make sure I don't have any changes that I failed to save to the device. It does say no tone or ink, which has nothing to do with email. On the status. If I look at the printer's queue, see anything that will be printing again. Alright, so I'm at a place where I need to go. To take a look at what's going on here. Let me go into IT Glue, to the organization in question, and locate the password for this device. And I'm gonna go in as an account actually, so I'm not gonna get that admin device. Where's my sheet? I should put this in the notes. IT public IT print code. For the love of Christ, I mean, come on. Honestly, I mean, like, I've been doing support for these guys for like well over a decade, and I cannot believe that I can't ever remember this stupid code. It's 4 digits. Let's go. So on these Konicas, you have to log in with a non-administrative to see like the job queue or whatever. So this is a print error. Let's see what this job's about. Print error number of originals job number. 1 time store 22 1637. That would be 437. That's a current job. And I'm gonna delete it. Let's go my job history. Send you deleted due to error that happened at 3. No. Yeah. No. 4:30. It's the last time somebody tried to send to email. Job type. Job 1623. Deleted due to error. Email. 1623. Okay, so that lines up. And my communication list. So what happened at 1426? At 1426. Job complete. So at 1426 something went. So I'm seeing indication that at 1426 an email sent, but for some reason it didn't after that. Maybe it's because of the stuck job. I don't know, but that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. We're just gonna see if we can get through and see if we can get it working tomorrow. I am seeing indication that after this person, or that before this person responded to me and said that they couldn't, there actually was a successful scan to email. But I also see failed scan to emails after that successful. So it could have been just a glitch in the matrix that let things fly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's going to take a little bit more digging on my part and a little bit more patience on my part. But obviously, something was wrong. And the key to determining that was by stopping with the knee-jerk drama for your mama reality TV response and actually thinking critically about the situation. Namely, emails not down, they got this, but they're saying they still can't do the scan, so obviously there's a problem, or they didn't try. That could also be possible, but this was all still worth looking into. Sorry, I keep snorting, and I can't help it. Okay, so the only other thing that I can think of doing right now, just for posterity, is I'm gonna log in with the admin account, and I'm gonna restart this puppy. And maintenance, system restart. Okay. You sure want to restart? My ads. Actually, before I do that real quick, I want to take a look at something. I recently decommissioned an old DC of theirs. Okay, just wanted to make sure that the primary and secondary DCs configured have the IP addresses of the only. Okay, so okay. So it looks like the second IP address for a server, for a DNS server, was not right. That server isn't in service anymore. And let me see if it's the one that I recently decommissioned. Even when you think you did something, check anyway. Check anyway. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to go ahead and restart this unit as I suggested. I'm going to go into the maintenance menu and down to the system restart, and then click OK for the system restart. Am I sure? Yes, I am. That said, if something was wrong with that one, then I am going to check out the identical printers for them. The Konica that's located in the other two locations. Excuse me. And I'm going there because on the general tab there's a special little link to use to get you to the web interface, because the web interface is located at the IP address that's used for port configuration. So going to network, going to TCP/IP settings, TCP/IP1. What's TCP/IP2? This one only has the right one. It only has it only has one DNS server, doesn't have two, and the one that it has is the one that is the primary. But I'm gonna go ahead and add secondary in here. Okay. Back. And what did I want to check on here? I'm gonna log out. I'm gonna go back over here. Let me grab my pen that I need to log in with a non-administrative, so I can take a look at the job logs. There's nothing stuck in this queue like there was in the one that's problematic. log out. I'm gonna log back in as admin so I can restart this printer. No harm. No harm in that. Maintenance. System restart. One more of these puppies. Alright. And I guess I'll check the queue first. See jobs, current jobs, nothing stuck in the queue. At 4:30. It's 4:53. And all the issues started. Well, they didn't even start trying to do that today until 12:56. The issue started Pacific Standard Time. Between like 11:45 and 12 is when the things really started getting. That's when the block really started getting hot. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and log out of this. I'm gonna log back in as an administrator. Double check the network configuration, and then give this puppy a reboot as well. Network TCP/IP settings, TCP/IP1. Yep, this is 2 and 16. It should be 2 and 3. Okay. Completed. Most excellent. I'm gonna go back. Wait, actually, let me go to TCP/IP. Okay. It's not what I thought it might be. It's like, this thing only has one NIC. The second TCP/IP settings isn't about another NIC. It was about ports. Let's go back, and then we'll go into the maintenance menu and system restart. And okay, so all three of those printers have been restarted. I'm gonna check back in with those clients, with those end users tomorrow. Hopefully Microsoft will have its crap together. I guess I'll be able to do some more testing later on and from home. Thank you all for coming out and spending some time with me on the night shift. Just closing tickets and Q&A right now until I get my little crap in order with all the content that I want to release. Trust me, it's gonna be good. I just gotta learn how to edit better, is what I gotta do. I've already gone through like an hour and a half of like a 5.5 hour training session. I got a little bit more to do, and then I'll be able to make this happen. Ooh, you know what I might do before I leave? This will allow me to work remotely. Let me, I keep all my vids. I keep all my vids on a NAS. I can probably do this from home, but what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to make it so that I can get to this NAS from my home PC so that I can try to do some video editing remotely, because I can't stay up here, 24/7. Oh no. I'm getting very close to. Ooh, let me take a look at my storage. Where did that go to now? I've been recording the crap out of some stuff. Look at this. Let me see here. I'm going crazy in DaVinci Resolve. But my other recordings, you know, I could probably live without. Org. Well, I'd have more space if I wasn't using this RAID configuration. However, that tolerance is, I'd hate to lose this stuff. So, I'm gonna leave it like it is. I've got about 351 gigs left on this puppy. So, I just need to sweep through and get rid of stuff I don't need. And oh my gosh, this Phasian stuff. Dude. How much space is this taking up? This printer logic. It's just 6.5. Yeah, I'm gonna need to pull this off. I need to put this in some place where I can get to it from home because the time has come, man. I gotta edit this stuff and get this content out. MSP Backline. Let's go. Media files. Tutorial series. Copy this. I got my little folder template set up. Printer logic. That's my video series, printer logic. So let's see, videos, editing. I'm just gonna copy all that here for now. How much space do I have? I definitely should have more than 6 gigs on my hard drive, although it's possible to. I can run some stuff, so I'm gonna double check here. What I got on my C. 14, this is gonna do it! As soon as this drops, let's see, free up space, like you need to know, I don't want you staying on my hard drive. Man, so much. So much stuff. Okay, this is gonna take about 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Alright guys, I am copying some videos over to my OneDrive space so that I can go home and edit some content. See what I can do about that. But I'm going to hold out and I'm going to wait this full copy time so that I can ensure that I set all this stuff to kick up to the cloud when it's done, because my computer's like super low on space. Like I'm edging. I got like 14 gigabytes left on my work machine, and I don't care. I do what I want. I do what I want. See if there's anything I can kick a poo. Man, I want to play with Ableton too. I've been wanting to do some. I think all this crap is empty. Why don't I do this instead of digging through the folders? Three minutes and 30 seconds. Trying to free up space on my computer and finish my coffee. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait until this copy's done, and then I'm gonna do the free up space at the root. I'm setting up my folders. Okay, vid1 init, move it in there, vid2 E and C, move it in there, vid2 O2 E and C, move them in there, and then vid3 deploy in there. So a little bit more structured. Let's see, video assets. Let's see, A-roll. That's all I got is A-roll. I'm gonna leave it right there, and let me go to the root. And let's just set this to free up space. Give me some room. I need to do the same thing with my Wilt Collaborative. See if I can get some space back on my computer. And everyone, thanks for hanging out. Again, I could have, this that I just did, I could have totally done not streaming, but I'm trying to get as much time streaming as possible. I'm trying to build up some consistency. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday when I feel. This Saturday I have a show. Singing with my mom. So I probably, if I do something, it'll be on Sunday, but I don't think I'm gonna do anything because I also have to relocate my storage unit before the 30th. So at any rate, thank you again for coming out to the night shift. I know nobody chatted on YouTube. Let me see if there was any activity on Twitch. I got a chat. What's this? To buy Twitch followers. And cheap. That some Asmon Gold shit. That is some fucking doobity doops shit. I'm not paying for viewers. Watch me if you want to watch me. If you don't watch me, click away. Used to be a free country. Have a good night, guys. Thank you again for stopping by.